Hello and welcome to Dahlia. This is a short visual novel about being trapped with a vampire of sorts. That's about all I know, so let's get started. I've always wondered what eternity must feel like. Would it go by in a blink of an eye? Like a drop in the bucket of an infinitely expanding pool, where the waves never cease or crest on a shore? Or would it be that feeling of waiting for a lesson to end? The teacher drones on and on for hours, never-ending slew of coarse matter dripping from their lips. Where the reprieve of a sunny day and a mild breeze is just out of reach beyond the windowsill, only a few more minutes away forever, while you wilt inside. I don't know what the real eternity feels like, but I know I'm in a pocket of it right now. How do you manage with those guards? They're so brash and annoying. They tend to like people more when they don't suck people's blood. I reckon even some pigs can hate. Starlight clings to the lace on her dress as the girl prances away from the window. Each step is graceful on the hardwood floor, not even making a light creak. With her dark tied-up hair and flowing dress, she looks more akin to a ball-jointed doll dancing. But the minimal lightning betrays her, bouncing off the trace amount of blood on her lace collar. Rather than risk the chance of being seen in the window any longer, she plops down on a chair in my reading nook, my favourite chair. Come, sit with me. Alright, I guess. There's nothing better for me to do. Surely not falling back asleep with her here. It is a fair point. I climb out of bed for the first time since she broke in. Despite willingly leaving the safety of my sheets, I still tread carefully. Girl pats on the pillows beside the chair and turns her attention to my bookcase. There's so many books here. Can you read? If there were a book in my hand, it would be flying towards her head at this moment. Of course I can. What do you take me for, child? Yes. I look over her again. Looks to be my age, but most girls my age don't have spots of blood on them. And you aren't? Age is meaningless to me. I stopped counting my age when I stopped being human. How long ago was that? Counting years is such a dull human trait. It's been a couple of full moons since I stopped such boring things. Are they for decoration? Surely you could decorate with something more lively, like plants, stuffed animals, or art. Are you sure you're not the illiterate one? Probably best that we, don't piss her off. Of course not. Of course they're not decorations, they're my books. All of them? Yes, it's my room. My room that you so rudely intruded on. Huh, this big thing? Motions her hand around my room, which is clearly one area, not partitioned off by anything else. So my bedroom, yes. I'd like to think it's a fairly typical one. Not from what I've seen. Other houses don't have bookcases. They don't have books this well out. I gloss over the books and back to the entrance to my room. I get the feeling that, yeah, maybe in this kind of time period they'd be used in books for, to rekindle a fire, rather than to be read. A lone alabaster doorway separates us from the hallway. Its ornate doorknob rests in a locked position. Not that it helps when intruders come in through the window. Why did you come here? The guards were chasing me. They're not my guards. Did they kidnap you? No, their father's... Your father? Or someone else's? My my father. Tell your father he has poor judgment and stuff. I'll let you find your complaint yourself. I've had a pitchfork stuck in my face for today. And why is that? Because your kind isn't too welcoming to my kind. I was asking why you were here in the first place. Obvious questions get obvious responses. I need a snack, of course. And you chose my residence? Did you say this was your father's? Words come around the last word, like ivy growing against a trellis. Kelly already had a snack, but was it enough to satisfy her? Or am I the main course? Girl springs up to her feet. Some movement sends a jolt down my spine, but she doesn't notice. Instead, she saunters to my wardrobe. Oh, look at this! So many nice gowns! Picks up one off the hanger, taking it into her arms so she could have as you would a dance partner. Fingers clasp the sleeve cuffs, and the legs do the thinking. Say, have you ever been to a party? Only several. What a boggart, or braggart. I've only been to a handful. The goat throws off the ground and intermingle with her own as she tours around. Lace on lace, the two becoming indistinguishable in the darkness. But aren't they so fun, dancing the night away, stuffing your face with delicacies? The food is all you can think about? Well, I mean, me. Yeah, the sweets are good. Sweets are rather tasty at any good party, aren't they? You can always tell how an evening is going to go by the quality of their dishes. Sound like you've been to more than you let on. Didn't I tell you? The best things in life happen at night. With a grand flourish, my evening gown flies into the air. She circles back towards my window, does a low curtsy before tossing the gown across the chair. Everything good in the world happens at night time. Words are said with a quiet intensity. Late night parties, dinner time, no crowds on the road, secret meanings behind hushed doors. Raises a hand, placing it against the glass of the window pane. The moon and the stars come out to play. I've witnessed everything, you know. Everything that's happened in this world. Every lie said, every empire destroyed, every person created. Imagine all of that. Seeing everything laid out before you. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay, there we go. Must be rather smart, or they must be rather lonely. Yeah, it must be rather lonely. Seeing all that and being unable to change anything. I suppose so. Stars are really pretty either way. I torch them as I fall asleep. So that's why your curtains weren't drawn on the balcony? I wasn't expecting company to ride through that door. Flashes me a toothy grin, canines are stained red. Don't you know that pulled curtains are an open invitation? Balconies aren't most people's first entry choice, or choice at all. Most people are boring. What a terrible way to live life. So you prefer your way? Of course I do. What's the point in living if you aren't living a life you love? Yeah, because some people don't have a choice. You can't change things. Ooh, that's what wise words from a rich girl. Look at the size of this estate. Have you even seen every crevice of it? Moonlight creeps across her face, flushing against the lace in her dress. What do you know about not having a choice in this world? I don't have a choice with my body. Heart thuds within my chest. pinging back and forth as the world leaves me. Oh, do tell, my lady. Words drip out, clutching into my dress. My body has always been weaker than others. I become exhausted doing things others find simple. Running is a good way to make myself bedridden for days. Even the doctors my father has hired were able to help me. Most didn't see anything wrong with me. Most common prescription was fresh air. Her room is my home. And tell me, how do you like that? You can already guess the answer. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. But I don't know the answer to one more question. What would you do if you could leave here? Leave here? I'd love it. As long as it isn't involving me leaving in a casket. Always wanted a dancing partner. What do you say? Haven't even told me your name yet. And you're asking these questions? Dahlia. My name's Dahlia. Oh, Dahlia, is it painless? Is there anything in life that's painless? Don't worry, I'll make it extra sweet. I open my mouth. The only thing that escapes me is a singular gasp as a fang is sinking to my neck. All the blood rushes to my head, turning my face flush. Doesn't hurt, I only groan. One more small groan leaves my lips as darkness takes a hold of me. When I come to, I'm in an unfamiliar place, surrounded by warmth. The air doesn't feel as oppressive anymore. It's like I'm able to breathe oxygen for the first time. And my gown feels like it's not constricting me. I exhale a long, well overdue breath. You must be so hungry. You've slept for days. Don't worry, I know just a place for a snack. So in the end I got turned into a vampire. Well, I mean, probably best in this girl's case, with her illnesses and whatnot. But from what I know, there is a couple of other endings, so I'll see what happens when I can try and get them. I'm assuming both of them have to do with pissing her off. Why? Why should I? Why not? What else do you have to do? Sleep. Sleeping rather well until you interrupted. Boring. What's the appeal in sleeping your life away? Everything fun happens at night. Or is it because you can't be out during the day? Girl doesn't immediately retort back. Instead, she purses her lips together and turns her attention to my bookcase. Okay, well, this is gonna probably be all the same, so... Are you sure you're not the illiterate one? Excuse me? Why else would you question what books are for? Don't look at a full bookcase and ask if it's decor. Now, if you've seen the houses I have, other houses don't have bookcases? Okay, and then yeah, this is all the same as well. Is food all you can think about? Not always, but isn't it natural to spend so much time contemplating food? Can't live without it. Try not to spend my time thinking about things that are guaranteed. That's true, there's always plenty of food around, isn't there? Just closer, Indian gown clutched close to her. There's plenty of piggies to try. I stare a hole through me. When I realize it, she's only a foot away. I reflectively lean back, but it's all for nothing. Just as quickly as she pressed towards me, she turned away. Okay, for a moment I thought she was gonna straight up kill me, but... Did I tell you? Best things in life happen at night. Grand Foolish Meaning Gown. Yeah, we've already read through this as well. Yeah, they must be rather smart. It's all the knowledge of the world, all theirs. I suppose so. No wonder they're so bright. Stars are really pretty either way. I like to watch them as I fall asleep. Okay, yeah, we already read through this as well. Because it's our only life. Can't squander it. I wonder if that's true. I mean, you never know. Even if not, I wouldn't want to waste a moment of my life. Can't enjoy everything in life. No, but I can fill my life with much more fun to make up for it. There's a twirl in the moonlight, swinging her arms out. And this is the fun? Yes, I'd say I've had fun. Beautiful elongated sigh escapes her, blinking suddenly invading my personal space just a foot away. Wish I could stay, but those guys look like they're still on the lookout, so... Blood turns to ice as she lifts a dainty finger to my chin. First time tonight, first time in a long time. Feel the skin of another person. Fingers are cold, making me shiver. Not the kind of cold that I would imagine someone undead. Rather that of a girl escaping the winter outside, despite it being a summer night. Thank you for your time, Camilla. I open my mouth, but the only thing that escapes me is a singular gasp, as the fingers sink into my neck. All the blood rushes to my head, turning my face flush. Doesn't hurt, can only groan. Yeah, we kind of already read through that, but yeah, again, we get turned into a vampire. But we didn't get a little extra scene added on to that. Okay, well, there was also this option that we never did. I'm not a good dancer, to be honest. Oh, what a shame. Someone would teach your poor soul. Dancing is one of the many joys of life. It is best done under a ballroom illuminated brightly to keep nighttime at bay. That's rather specific. Didn't I tell you the best things happen in life at night? Okay, and then yeah, we already read through all this. Painful sigh escapes her, blinking she suddenly invaded my personal space just a foot away. Wish I could stay, but those guys look like they're still on the lookout, so... I turns to ice as she lifts her dainty fingers to my chin. Okay, then yeah, you kind of already read through this. Thank you for your time, Camilla. I open my mouth to retort back, to ask how she knows my name, but the words become lost in the look of her eyes. First time, I'm able to see her clearly. Tiny freckles dot her face like a constellation. Even in the darkness, her eyes twinkle a vibrant green. What is your name? Dahlia. Will I ever see you again, Dahlia? Huh, you wants to meet me again? She reels back, laughter echoing off the walls. Really had fun tonight. I tell you what, I'll be back a week from now. Sure to have a tray of sweets waiting for my arrival. Okay, so this is actually different. So, yeah, I ended up going with, what was it? The, must be lonely, and then you only have this one life to live, so. Whole week? Afraid I might eat the sweets by then. Ask your butler some more. Aren't any here for me? I had to take something else for a taste. House gets a beat as her eyes narrow in on me, her thin fingers curling around my chin. A taste? Some traces against my bottom lip. A taste of something sweet. As quickly as she danced up to me, she pulls away, taking my breath with her. Be well, my Camillina. Words hang in the air. She unlatches the balcony door, escapes into the night. Touch my lips. A small smile crosses my face as I stand to close the door behind her. Future meeting time, nighttime rendezvous, a date. Oh, that was quite a sweet ending, and we didn't get eaten this time. But yeah, that was short and sweet. Very nice story. Really like the interaction between the two characters. But yeah, if you want to check this one out for whatever reason, link will be down in the description below. And with that, we'll be moving on to the next game.